guys, welcome back to Neatly Planned. I have not done one of these before, so I'm going to show you my month at a glance, kind of what I put on here and why. So let's go ahead. I have already went through my work Outlook calendar and grabbed what's on my schedule so far. And I'm writing this out that way when I am putting it on. This is just, I like to track it so I'm not forgetting anything, especially since I'm moving it from a digital calendar to my paper planner. So let's go ahead. I'm going to grab stickers as I go and kind of lay some pre-decorative things. And I used to, like, before, when I was still doing like mostly like pretty planning, I would do a lot more with my monthly pages, but just that has changed. So whoa, the sticker is super sticky. Okay. I'm a little rusty, but I think it'll come together. Trying to make that go around there. There we go. Yeah, it's like it's like getting back on a bike. If you haven't done it in a while, it takes a second, but you'll get it. Okay, I'm just gonna lift that up and then I'm gonna cut it, but I'm going to also keep the extra. Just gonna put it to the side for now, but we'll be able to use it on the other side of the page. And I always say you can use monthlies to track multiple things. I like to keep track of organ cases that have been at my facilities. I track my mileage on here, but I also put events down sometimes just so I know what's going on, so I can prepare my mind mentally if I have an extremely or out of the norm type of week coming up. I like to be prepared for that when I'm like planning other tasks, just so I'm not overloading myself. I just like to try to be mindful of what I have going on. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit down at the bottom here to give it a little pizzazz. I'm just cutting the edge of this just to make it flat. I don't want to spend too much time decorating because honestly, I don't have a lot of time to even be recording these, so I need to make the most of my time. I think I need to do one with a leaf or a stem more so. I just kind of like when I lay flowers, I kind of like for them to look like they're just kind of floating around. Okay. Very organically, like it's kind of growing off of the page. That's just my personal preference. Everybody has what they like, what they don't like. Play around with stuff. Some things you may like, oh, I really like how that looks, and other things you're like, that's not for me. I would say, you got to plan your way. You got to figure out what style works best for your schedule. Some people have more room to decorate. Some people need all the writing space. Just got to figure out where you fall. We're almost done decorating. We're going to lay our plans and go about our business. These stickers are so sticky. And this is just me using the scraps from those that I cut. So again, save them. You have to throw them away. You can keep them and place them somewhere else along your planner. There we go. And I would say this is kind of my rule of 3. If you pick a sticker up more than 3 times, you probably should just toss it, or if you are a saver, you save the stickers, put it back on your paper. But you don't want to spend all your time putting down and picking up stickers, because you will lose track of time really quickly. and you'll look up and your timer will go off and you don't have anything on your paper. And we don't want that. All right. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. All right, almost done, almost done. I really want this sticker, but it's not working for me. All right, cut that off. Cut this side. All right. I would love to know what some of you guys are doing during this quarantine time. Have you guys started any new hobbies? Taking up any new interests? I've been seeing on Pinterest, just kind of playing around with the idea of doing some like crafting or do-it-yourself projects. Is that something you guys would be interested in seeing on the channel, like me attempting to do some do-it-yourself projects? I know I've been talking about this for a while, at least like a year and a half. I've been talking about doing Anita versus Pinterest series because I just think that would be so much fun. I think I would really enjoy that. And I just think it would just kind of spark some of my creativity again that I feel like I haven't gotten to explore in a very long time. Just because, you know, when I do have a little bit of free time, I typically will go towards planning versus just other crafts. Okay, so that's all we're doing. That's all we got time for. So just a little bit on the edge again, so we still have our writing space. All right, so I'm using, I know y'all like to know what sticker books these are. I got bad news. I did take apart some of my favorite sticker books. I'll share with you guys how I'm kind of categorizing that. Once I've finished that project, I will show it to you guys, but I think it's going to make my planning so much more functional. So the florals are from the Fun Florals, and then the boxes I'll use are going to be from Colorful Boxes. All right, so, and again, I'm just going to do my usual check it off as I go. So I have a training on the 5th. It looks like this is one I laid it at one point and then took it up. All right, so I have a training on the 5th. And we can always go back in and add we can go back in and like layer some more if we want with more stickers or something like that, like the little florals once we get everything laid. So I'm just going to highlight the date on my page, and then once I write it in, I will go in and check it again. So same thing that we do. And I'm just alternating between it's like a coral and a pink. All right, on the 7th. And typically, you guys know I like to plan outside the lines, but for my monthly, I'm going to actually plan in the lines, so I don't confuse myself. All right, so the 11th and the 12th, I have a 2-day training. And I typically like to try to lay my stickers towards the bottom. I don't know why I use this big sticker, because I like to be able to write something else. If more plans come up, that I have some space to write it in. So I like using the smaller half boxes. Okay, so we have the 11th and 12th. So now we need a sticker for the 17th. Yep. Skipped a date, so I need one for the 13th. Okay, and then we have the 17th, and then let me grab another pad. is a great example of why you need duplicate sticker books. When you run out, you just go grab another sticker book of the same thing. Hopefully I have enough to do this. Yes. Okay. So we have the 17th. We need the 19th. And the 25th. Okay. And then the 27th is our last day. All right, so we got all of our stickers placed. Easy peasy. All right, so let's go ahead and go in, and then we can always add in some like quotes, or if we want to add some other little details, we can do that, which most likely I will. Okay, so we're going to begin. We have our contact mapping on the 5th. And again, you guys know I like to write if a meeting or something, if it's video or if it's just phone. So contact mapping. And this is video. And this is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. It's also, people might say, oh, you know, if I put it on my monthly, do I need to still put it on my weekly? Yes. Your monthly you will do in advance of your month. And so if you're ever in a meeting and people are trying to add things to your schedule, this is a great way to look at it. You can see everything that you have, so you're not overlapping stuff. So if I'm in a meeting and they start throwing out dates, I turn to my month at a glance. And I've gotten away from doing this, but since my schedule has picked back up at work, August, this was necessary. So, okay, so we have a stat line training. And my director is notorious for scheduling Friday afternoon training, so this is always great to kind of have some stuff penciled in because more things will likely be added. Okay, and that's a video, so we have both of those. So now we got our check marks for those two on the 11th. So this is a VIP. This is our quality training. And this is session 1. So this is a 2-part training that is mandatory, and this is from 8:30 to 12. Okay. And always, another thing that you can do if you have something that's a 2-day thing, you could use washi to indicate that it's going to be across multiple days if you don't want to use boxes. Okay, so we have that, and then on the 13th we have new nurse orientation. And I always put where the location is, and it's at 1 p.m. Okay, and then on the 17th, this is more trainings because they feel like we don't have anything to do. Is anyone else's job just creating tasks for them? And I didn't write down the time. Let me check the time for this training, because I think it's I want to say that this one was in the afternoon, but I don't like to guess, especially when you're writing it down. It is at 3 p.m. 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then on the 19th, it's all staff. This is our all staff meeting. So we meet quarterly because we have half of our staff here in the city, and then half of them, we have a satellite office that's like 3 hours away. Okay, and then on the 25th, we have, I'll just say our monthly organ meeting. And this is at 2 p.m. And then on the 27th, we have new nurse. at the location and time. Okay, so here is that. Now also we'll track in here my organ donor referrals that we do, or organ donor cases, but this is a simple overview, so I kind of just mirror some of the things that will go on my weekly. Super functional with some decorative elements. This is just my process. Hopefully these tips and tricks will help you guys as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, keep sweet.